Football's back. Yo, what's happening, people? Welcome back to Football Therapy with me, your host Yan. I do hope everyone watching this is doing well today, man. I really do hope that. Welcome back to Chelsea News, the daily series here on Football Therapy, where I go across football news media, consolidate what they're saying in the rags, present it to you guys sitting right there, offer you my opinion for what that's worth, but more importantly, ask for yours down in the comment section below. And in today's video, we're talking about 3 stories. Matt Law wrote an article regarding Kai Havertz and perhaps the conditions it would take for the young German to come to Chelsea in what is a sort of apocalyptic financial market. As Frank Lampard looks to win the transfer window, of course he still really wants Ben Chilwell as his first choice left back, and although the likes of Simon Johnson still saying he'd be surprised if this transfer doesn't happen, Sky Sports are coming out saying, look man, this probably isn't going to happen because Leicester value him too highly. Oh, Pedro Rodriguez. Oui, qu'est-ce que c'est la situation avec Pedro? He looks like he's off to Roma. And sources tell The Athletic he's unwilling to continue playing with Chelsea. This is probably why we've seen Ruben Loftus-Cheek playing out in the wide positions. Lots to talk about, man. Important stuff, but a quick reminder to you to subscribe only if you want to and you haven't done so already. But if you want daily Chelsea content, please do consider subscribing. Hit that all-important bell notifications icon, please. And if you want to help me out, man, please do drop a like on this video. That would mean a lot. Alright, let's get into it. Let's start off with the little mobile Spaniard, Pedro Rodriguez, that's been with us for about 5 years now. 5 years? Yeah, something like that. He's been a great servant. He's got like a goal contribution on average every 3 games or something across all competitions. Young Pedro, he's not young, old Pedro. What a professional this guy has been, man. He's scored some great goals, notably against Tottenham and, you know, big rivals. Incredibly hard worker, got superb industry when on the football pitch, great at tracking back and pressing. Obviously has a star quality. Snubbed Man United to join Chelsea, so that's nice. And generally, Pedro's been a good servant for us. We all know his time has come and he was not going to renew until next season, but perhaps Frank Lampard kind of hoped he would do this short-term contract renewals. That's obviously an option that's been granted to clubs, so you can see out the rest of the season and indeed the Champions League season. In August, Willian said he'd do that, although he's yet to sign. The Athletic are saying sources have told him Pedro is unwilling to do that because Roma want him and he's got a decent contract and opportunity out there for about £3 million per year or something like that. Man can stack peas, chilling in Rome, baking in the sun, playing football at quite a high level still. So I get it. Am I bitter or angry that he's not willing to see the season out with Chelsea with a short-term extension before he goes? Not really, man. If he was a bit younger, I'd get it. Dude's like 32, going on 33. This is his last chance. If he injures himself, which by the way is highly likely, people are out here dropping like flies in Germany and looks like the Premier League as well. He's not a young player. He's going to be like, I'm well vulnerable to getting injured. I don't want to jeopardise this move to Roma where I can get paid. Thank you, Chelsea, for everything. Hopefully you'll thank me back, but man's out of here. So I get it, and I don't hold a grudge against Pedro. Good luck to him, man. If Frank Lampard has been playing Ruben Loftus-Cheek out on the wing, Mason Mount can play on the wing, I think we can be okay. So, yeah, thank you, Pedro. Good luck, man. You've been a good servant. Let's reflect on your time at Chelsea with positive eyes. Positive eyes. That's not what I wanted to say, and as I was actually saying, I knew it was wrong. Anyway, you catch my drift. Thank you, Pedro. Oh yeah, quick shout out to David Luiz, who's doing bits over in the north side of London, giving Sterling goals, conceding penalties and getting sent off. He's been sent off twice for Arsenal, once against Chelsea, once the first game back. Man has to be on the payroll still. I'm sorry, like, I'm not disrespecting David Luiz, he's done great things for Chelsea, but my goodness, this is funny. Anyway, I just wanted to throw that in there. Where were we? Chelsea news, of course. We've talked about Pedro. Let's move on to Ben Chilwell. So, has the Chili Bee train been derailed? Is it going down a hill into the abyss? I can't keep saying Chili Bee. Ben Chilwell is Frank Lampard's primary target, right? Right. and a lot of people thought this deal would go over the line. Most notably, reputable journalist Simon Johnson of The Athletic, he knows it's Frank Lampard's priority choice, and Ben Chilwell wants the move to Chelsea to join the Chelsea Frank Lampard hype train, and consequently creating the Chili B train. But Leicester don't need to sell. This is something I've echoed throughout this sort of transfer saga. I keep talking about it. Basically, they've got a lot of money. He's on a long-term deal. They have no reason to sell him whatsoever. They value him over the maximum £50 million or whatever it is Chelsea and Manchester City are willing to spend on the left back. Therefore, their inclination is to keep, not to sell, even if the player himself would like the transfer. I can imagine Ben Chilwell's probably said to Leicester and Brendan, look man, this is dope. You're a good coach, Brendan. I like you. Things are going well. We're in the Champions League. But I'd probably prefer to go to Southwest London, hang out with Frank Lampard and the gang, and be part of this project. Can you sell me, please? But it's all right if you don't. And they're probably like, well, I'm glad it's all right if we don't, because we don't. Yeah, I get it, man. The optics of spending so much on a defender in this climate it's not good anyway, and a lot of Chelsea fans don't want Ben Chilwell. I get it, it's fine, and there are potentially other options out there. Well, there are other options out there. Other clubs that will need to generate finances, unlike Leicester, will have good left backs to sell. It's just perhaps they're not the priority choice, like Ben Chilwell is for Frank Lampard, and indeed Ashley Cole. They had a long-term vision to recreate a golden generation at Chelsea, and that had Ben Chilwell at left back on probably like a 6-year contract. So I get it, but if it can't happen, then you're gonna have to bring in another choice, and Ian Maatsen can hopefully grow into this long-term potential suitor at left back. We'll have to see. Kai Havertz, let's talk about the German again because that's fun. He scored again last night. He's having an absolutely lovely time since football has resumed. This guy is a great footballer. The way he carries the ball, the positional versatility, the fact how he can head a ball in like a striker, the fact how he can play a false nine role, attacking midfielder, inside forward. Galactico utility man. That just still makes it sound lame, isn't it? Galactico utility man. It's like, you got utility man, which is like Eric Dyer. And you got Galactico utility man, which is Kai Havertz. Ugh. Anyway, apparently Chelsea are very, very interested. Loads of sources around Germany have confirmed this over the last couple of weeks or so, and Chelsea apparently are willing to pay £75 million. But as things stand, Bayer Leverkusen want about £20 million more than that. Apparently, the other biggest suitor, or the favourites, so saith the bookmakers, Bayern Munich are interested in other players. Although to just a regular layman fan like me, Havertz looks like a perfect Müller and Lewandowski replacement in my eyes, so I think really Bayern should be going all out, but maybe they just don't have that money to spend, which would be completely understandable. Anyway, I'm digressing slightly. In this article by Matt Law, he is saying that Champions League qualification could be the deciding factor on whether they drop their asking price for Kai Havertz to perhaps be sold to Chelsea. Basically, they want money. If they don't qualify for the Champions League and they're going to be low on finances, they might have to just force the sale of Kai Havertz and drop their valuation ever so slightly. If they qualify for Europe, get all the revenue from the Champions League, then they don't need to sell them. They'll be in a strong position to continue how they're going, basically. But with Kai Havertz in the Champions League, seeing how well they can do, generating them even more money by hopefully going further into the competition. You dig? Makes sense, right? It looks like this one could go right down to the wire for Leverkusen. They do currently sit in 4th, but only a point ahead of 5th. And things are wrapping up in the Bundesliga, so it is hold on to your butts time, man. It all hangs in the balance. Borussia Mönchengladbach are just behind them in 5th. Maybe they can pip them to 4th place, which will qualify them for the Champions League and give them the finances, maybe forcing Bayer Leverkusen to sell Kai Havertz at a reduced rate, hopefully to Chelsea Football Club, who apparently have a decent amount of funds left to replace bring in more quality into the front line. When it comes to the left back, I don't know what's going to happen, but I'll keep you guys updated with the Ben Chilwell left back situation. Of course, I'll keep you guys updated with the Kai Havertz situation as well, but Chelsea are massively looking to make a huge statement still in this transfer window. I mean, they already have in many ways with Havertz, with Ziyech and Timo Werner, but they want to keep going, get a left back, another attacker. I think they probably will chill for a centre half and goalkeeper for the moment, or certainly probably won't get a replacement first team goalkeeper, but who knows? Anything can happen in the transfer window, and I'll of course keep you guys updated, so make sure you do check by Football Therapy every single day for more videos. And if you've enjoyed this content I provided for you guys today, please do drop a like on this video, that means a lot. Remember to subscribe to the channel if you're new to the experience. Hey, only if you want to, man, and of course you're all welcome to follow this mug on social media at Football Yannick on both Instagram and Twitter, man. That's it from me. Like, enjoy the football that is actually happening now, and I'll see you later.
You ain't so tough with that bad boy tuck. I'ma get it how I'm living, I'ma walk the walk. Outline my lines, I rap through thought. Body bag the verse, outlined in chalk. In my life seen trouble, hustle on the double. Silence on the trigger like my pick got a muzzle. Yo, chick like to guzzle, bad boy stay in trouble. I only love this paper, sorry I don't. I love me, baby.